So. Servus.
Detectives Phelps and Earl here to see the coroner.
Yes, Detective. He's waiting for you in the examination room.
Und das ist jetzt wo?
That's the guy from the papers. Solved that big case.
Ah, hier.
Paul, Roy, I have some information for you.
You're the
Yeah,
only
zeig
person
mal.
enjoying this, Mal. Get on with it.
The bruising confirms 2 sets of hands, so we have 2 killers. Death was caused by heart failure due to an overdose of morphine.
Have you dragged us down here to gloat? We already heard your theory.
We agree that she was murdered.
Yes, of course.
I have something else to show you.
All right, Mal, what gives?
The dead guy's name is Jimmy LeBlanc, career burglar. He came in this morning. Someone stove his head in with a lump of 2x4.
So what? Good riddance.
I found 2 syrettes in his jacket pocket.
Wow.
Hang on a minute, Roy. We're listening now.
No sign of morphine use and no metabolized morphine in his blood. Scratch marks on his face.
Which could be from getting his head remodeled.
Time of death, Mal.
Maybe an hour or 2 after the Randall girl.
So you're saying Laughing Boy here could be one of our killers? That's a hell of a long shot.
Thanks, Mal. We'll check it out.
I found something else.
Ah, ist der nicht hübsch? Der sieht doch hübsch aus. Das ist so ein richtiges 11-Meter-Gesicht. Zeig die Titten. Okay, was hast du jetzt? Was denn du? Ah, hier. Was ist das?
Sorry, I don't play.
I don't know if it's significant. His wallet was empty. The only other things he was carrying were the harmonica and morphine.
Oh, und nu, Telefon.
Carruthers? Yeah, he's here. I'll send him over. They have a guy called Henry Arnett in interview 2 for you next door. Let me know how you get on.
Sure, Mal. And thanks for the lead.
Sure, Mal, thanks for the lead.
Mein Partner ist irgendwie ein blöder Arsch.
Well, we can all leave it.
Ohne Mist.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Erstmal
Where
zum
are we going?
Polizeirevier.
We're here now.
Ach so. Hey.
You look like you were a big
Sind wir sogar. Oh, das hat aber jetzt geruckelt, du.
Arnett is in interview
Hier?
too, Phelps.
Mr. Arnett.
Oh, na richtig.
I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. Thanks for coming in. Call me Henry. It's the least I could do. Terrible news about Julia.
How well did you know Julia Randall?
Vaguely. I'm in the clothing business, and Julia occasionally modeled.
Ich denke mal, er sagt die Wahrheit.
And you were close.
Nee.
We were friends.
Miss Randall's landlady said she was seeing an older man.
Could have been. I wasn't privy to all the details of Julia's private life.
Spill it, Henry. You know nothing about a man named Henderson?
Yes, you're right. Henderson, yeah. Very distinguished.
How about a first name, wise guy? An address, maybe?
I'm sorry, I don't. I think he lives somewhere out of town. Somewhere back east.
Einbruchsverdächtiger. Was? LeBlanc?
Ever heard of a Jimmy LeBlanc?
No. Should I have? Is he an entertainer or something?
So you wouldn't have any reason to believe that LeBlanc would be involved in Julia Randall's murder?
If this guy is a criminal, he might have been involved. But like I said, I've never heard of this LeBlanc character.
Heather told us that you were in fashion.
That's right.
For the split.
Okay.
13 a day.
Some kind of traveling salesman? Once I got out of the Corps, I used my... You were in the Marines? Sure. I'm proud of it. Fighting 6th. You were in the 6th Marines? Yes. I was a captain. Which company? Various companies. We had a lot of casualties. Which engagements? Okinawa. A couple of other places. That will be all for now, Henry. You've been very helpful.
That son of a bitch was never in the Marines. Why'd you let him off the hook?
Because we're giving him a couple of minutes before we start tailing him. Arnett is an amateur. We need to find out who killed the girl. Can you pass this on to Bukowski? Have him check the place out and go through his records.
Sure, I'll pass it on.
Thanks. Can you also have R&I run the records on a Jimmy LeBlanc and find out who was his last arresting officer? Have them get in touch via KGPL when they have some information.
Okay.
He's in that car at the lights.
He was squirming like a worm in there. Don't you love it when they pull the war hero excuse?
Immer dieses scheiß Beschatten, ey.
Now would be a bad time to forget how to drive.
I'd have expected a cad like Arnett to be a better liar.
Oh Mann. Ich hasse diese Missionen. Weil die sind so sinnlos. Ey, ich weiß nicht, also. Na? Darf nicht zu nah rankommen, das habe ich ein Problem.
Where are you taking us, Henry?
Ach Junge! Oh! Tut mir leid, dass ich jetzt gesagt habe, aber
That idiot never stepped foot in Okinawa.
es schlaucht. Es schlaucht ganz schön.
Careful, we'll get spotted at this distance. That's it, we're spotted. Back off. Back off!
La la la. Endlich.
He needs money and fast. Get in there and find out what he pawned. I'll stick with him. See how he intends to spend the money. Move in. At risk losing the
Hoof
trail.
it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
What are you doing?
Ach, die Scheiße. wieder nicht gesehen werden. Ja, kennen wir schon.
Move in. At risk losing the
Hoof it,
trail.
Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
Ich hab keine Zeitung.
Get closer.
Lalalala. Wo ist er? Da.
Move in. At risk losing the trail.
Zack. Aha.
That's right, Mexico City. One-way ticket, please. Next available seat.
That would be 1 day from now. Is that okay?
It's going to have to be. LAPD, the man who just came in here, he bought a ticket?
Yes, sir. To Mexico City tomorrow night.
If you hear from him again, don't mention this conversation.
What have you got?
He bought a ticket from Mexico City tomorrow night.
That's good. But this is better.
Oh my God. It's better
Okay.
yet.
Should have seen the look on the pawnbroker's face when I told him to hand it over. The guy who owned the joint thought it was worth at least 10 large for a cigarette case. Arnett only got 600 clams.
Was drin ist? Oder was drin steht? Ja. Okay, na dann.
You know the way. You can drive.
All right, where to?
Ins Revier.
Car 11K, Car 11 King, come in. Car 11K, 11 King, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
11K, go to Hollywood Station. Homicide detectives Bukowski and Galloway have information relating to the Randall case.
Roger, KGPL. 11K, en route.
Car 11K, Car 11 King, come in.
Car 11 King, go ahead.
R&I reports the last arresting officer for DOA Jimmy LeBlanc was Patrolman Fred Wallace, who's working a shift on Hollywood 9th Beat, Sunset Boulevard between Gordon and Wilcox.
Car 11K, en route.
Das ist gut. Wir wollten doch sowieso zum Hollywood-Revier. Entschuldigung.
Sir, I need the contraband list. Items stolen over the last year.
Hang on, I'll dig out a copy for you. Here you go.
Thanks.
Is the cigarette case on there?
Ach du Scheiße. Gold cigarette case.
It's here. Arnett must be out of his mind trying to move this while under a murder cloud.
Sonst nix. Das vibriert immer noch, also ist da noch irgendwas. Hier, der Ring.
Julia Randall's ring. It's here.
Ohrring.
Seems Julia wasn't the first bored society girl to hide her bennies in that pillbox.
Miss Beverly. Das war's jetzt, oder? Nee. Das war's noch nicht. Ich hab keinen Plan. Ja, irgendwas von den ganzen Dingern hier wird's wohl sein, ne? Bibel? Ja, komm.
Even the engagement ring
Ah.
is purloined. Arnett is a cad.
Hier ist keiner. Geh weg.
I was door knocking all morning, but I got a make on the car in the end.
Dann ist zu. Beziehungsweise ist schon offen, aber ist keiner da.
Help me out.
What are we missing? Let's go back to the apartment.
Aha. Wo komme ich denn hier raus? Mal gucken. Aha. Alles klar. Deshalb war das Apartment die ganze Zeit noch nicht. Dings. Noch nicht fertig. Jetzt bin ich mal gespannt. Jetzt bin ich echt mal gespannt, der